Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I'm coming to you today from the land down under with another Series 15 Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Today is day 12 and we are using Darla Weber's sketch. You can find her on YouTube and Instagram, and I'll have her details in the description box below. This is my layout that I chose with my daughter, and I'm using Scrap Boy's Steampunk range. Because I feel that it really marries well with this photo, which I love from my daughter at a cruise, but she's not too happy with the photo. But I think it gives off a Daenerys from Game of Thrones feel to it, and that's why I've gone with the steampunk theme. I'm using this Studio 73 paper as well, and I do love this Scrap Boys range. I actually got to meet Mauritius last year in a class that I did off the cuff, just on the spur of the moment. He was magnificent, and he actually showed us this before he released it, so of course I had to pre-order it. I just had to have this steampunk range. It is absolutely delightful. Each side is just so rich and colourful and full of great elements. Now, I actually have pulled all of them, but I don't really use any of it. I just put it to the side because it's just too good at this stage, and I have other bits when I start playing with the layout. Out of the Studio 73 paper, I'm also using all of these tags to build up pieces that match the sketch. So I do love this paper. It is rich, it is glorious. The colours are just so beautiful, but I end up not using it because I don't want it all covered up, as you'll see as my layout develops. So I changed my mind and I end up going with a straight black background. I'm going to cut out this part here. I've done one at 3 inch and one at 2 3/4, and I actually even trim it down further after I start working with it. Using my Fiskars punch here with the note paper edging, I'm going to do an edge along both of the strips so that I add a little bit of extra detail to the top and bottom of the layout. And I'll go ahead with that off screen and come back to it. So as I said, I changed my mind because so much of it gets covered up, and I'm just going to use the black, which actually is easier for me with a framing and also for building on. So as you can see, I have that notepad border punched in to these two pieces here. And can I just say, here, Mauritius papers in Scrap Boys, if you've never used any of them, you really need to go and try them out. They are just such great quality and such beautiful designs. I've laid up behind my photo multiple different levels to build that lift into the layout and pop it off that paper. I fussy cut using my craft knife this outlay from the bottom of one of the Studio 73 papers. I wanted it to be popped up off the page, but I also wanted to use the background that was behind it. So by putting it onto the black, it's giving that little bit of a shadow to lift it off the page and draw the eye around it. Now in the sketch, there is this line across the top and the bottom strips. So I have used this rose gold washi tape to run across both lines there to give that line effect. But it also highlights the punch edging that I put into that layout just to give it a lift. Using the tags that I cut out of the Studio 73 paper here, that's where I'm putting those 3 banners that you see in the sketch and paying homage to that part of the sketch. I'm outlining these with black soot. I'm not distressing it. I'm just outlining the edges so that they lift off the page and don't blend in with that background so badly. When they go into place, you can see that they complement the layout and they help to build that extra visual interest for the eye up in that top corner. I really do like this Studio 73 paper. It has a great range, and this one and these tags say trip to nowhere, and the second one says destination unknown. The one that is hanging from the top says sea, and that ties into the fact that this was on our cruise. I've now gone through the Scrap Boys element added page for the ephemera, and I've collected out all of the ones they would like. And I've also gone through a Kaisercraft Factory 42 set to get out some cogs to build into the rest of this. And I'm building the 2 clusters as per the sketch, and I'm adding some leaves in there to bolster up those clusters so that they're not so flat and also not so thin that they're just sitting against the page. And the leaves just add that extra contrast to the layout. And I'm liking how these clusters are coming together. To finish it off, I've gone and I'm using some cogs that I have collected over the years, and these ones I believe were from a nail art group, and they're just very thin gold cogs and sprockets and things from clocks, and I'm just adding those over the elements on the page to just build up that steampunky feel to this layout. As I said, I really think this gives off a Daenerys from Game of Thrones feel in this photo. When I saw it, I fell in love with this photo straight away, but my daughter, of course, being her true self, doesn't like the photo, but unfortunately Mum does, so Mum is using it. I continue to build up around the page with the cogs. At the moment the glue is overpowering them, but that dries clear, and then you're left with the gold cogs adding that extra element to the layout. As you can see from the original sketch, it was a very plain layout that I have added the papers to, and the papers have just made it pop. I'm really pleased with how the clusters have developed and how the actual overall layout came together. I really do think that paying homage to it, you can see that I have got the 2 clusters and the banners. I have the photo and the strip. The difference is that in my strip I have used the steampunk dress as the panel, and you can see those gold little cogs in there building up that steampunk feel to this layout. So I have my little 3 banners at the top as per the sketch, and you can see that the clusters are there just like Darla has on her sketch. That rose gold washi tape across the trim there adds that extra little bit of a feature and brings the whole sketch to life. Don't forget, down below I have the playlist so you can check out everybody else that played along with day 12. Give us all a like. We love to hear from you all. If you aren't subscribed already, please consider doing so. Leave me a comment. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. I can get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap. You can find me on all my socials under that tag, especially Instagram, where all my layouts end up, even those without a video. Thanks for watching, happy scrapping, and I'll see you next time.